YouTube, what's going on? It's your boy J Jack back with another video, and today's video is gonna be something a little different, something that I haven't done before, something that's been requested a lot, been asked of me a lot, something that's not specific to any car brand, car group, but a lot of people can use because a lot of people don't know how to do it, especially my age. So today I'm gonna teach y'all how to drive a manual transmission car. So just sit back and be ready to be entertained. Let's get it. So I'm filming this video today because a lot of the time I show people my car and they figure out that it's actually a manual transmission instead of an automatic transmission, and they say, what does that mean? What is that? I never even knew you know how to drive that. How do you know how to drive that car? And I figured, hey, why not do a YouTube video about it? Of course, this is the car that I learned on how to drive, because before this car I did not know how to drive a manual transmission car. A lot of people don't even know what a manual transmission car is, so I'm gonna show y'all what that is today, how to at least get started on driving one. So let's get into it. So if you don't know what a manual transmission car is, basically that means that you're putting the car into gear, into all its gears itself, instead of it automatically doing it in an automatic transmission car. So I'm gonna show y'all the differences of what this manual transmission looks like instead of what an automatic transmission looks like. So the first thing you're gonna notice when you get into this car is that there are 3 pedals. I'm sorry for this dirty mat, y'all. It's been raining. As you can see, it's raining. It's still ugly here in Houston, Texas. But anyways, you see we have 3 pedals. Now on a automatic transmission car, you only have these 2, which would be the throttle and the brake. But you see we have 3 pedals. That's the first thing a lot of people don't know. This is the throttle, of course, brake, and this will be the clutch. And the second thing that you'll notice is that we have this gear selector. This has all 6 gears on it. You see it has a pattern. Most are like this pattern. There are some that have 5 speeds. There are some that have 4 speeds. This right here is a 6 speed. As you can see, it has a 6. So first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and then reverse. So those are the first major differences of driving a manual transmission car. Okay, so the first thing you're gonna wanna do before even starting the car is getting comfortable with this and, oh, can't get under there, and this, which will be the clutch and gear shift. So, like I said, this is a 6-speed, so it has 6 gears and a reverse. So what you want to do is get comfortable to putting it into each gear. You can see that's first, second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth, which I did already. But you want to get comfortable with putting that in there. I know a lot of people are not used to moving their hands so much with automatic transmissions, so you want to get comfortable. This is neutral right here. I always park my car in neutral. I know a lot of people park it in gear so that it won't roll, but I have my emergency brake, so I always just park mine in neutral. And you always know you're in neutral. This is kind of like a car guy joke, I guess, or it's an inside joke, but you always know you're in neutral when you can like wiggle it. As you can see, a lot of people on TikTok, they go like this, but it's a joke.
All right, let's get her started up. All right, gotta make sure she's neutral. Okay, we're good.
But that's how you always know you're in neutral. So whenever you're in neutral, you know you never stall out. And basically stalling out is when the car bogs out and the engine turns off because you let off the clutch or something like that. So first thing you want to do is get comfortable with your gear shift. Make sure you know where each gear is, and you know what you need to do to put it into that gear. The second thing you want to do is get comfortable with your clutch. So this Honda Civic, this is a Honda Civic SI 2019. So this clutch is pretty light compared to a lot of cars I've driven in the past year or so. I've driven a couple of V8s, and those clutches are a lot heavier, but this is the clutch. It goes all the way in and comes all the way out. When you're putting it into gear, you have to put it all the way in, and then you would slowly let out depending on which gear you're in. So what you want to do with comfortability with this is just get comfortable pushing it in and feeling it come out. So there's something called a clutch point, and that's when the clutch engages and disengages, and you need to get comfortable with feeling that point. So for this car, if I have it all the way in and I let it out, I can feel it start to get real light, and that's when it's engaging and disengaging. So that's when I know that I'm actually going into a gear or coming out of a gear. So get comfortable with pushing that in and letting it come all the way out. So now that you're comfortable with your clutch, and of course you should be comfortable with your brake and throttle, let's go ahead and get the car started. So to get this car started, a lot of older cars, you know, they have the key, the manual key. Of course, this is a little updated car, so with a manual transmission, you always have to do, regardless if it's an older car or a newer car, you have to push your foot in on the clutch and then press the button, not the brake. And then if you're sure you're in neutral, you can go ahead and let off the clutch. And I have my parking brake on, so that means we're parked. As you can see, there is no park gear in this kind of car. Okay, so now, just forgot to say this. If you're practicing driving a manual car, make sure you're in a level, empty parking lot with nobody, no light poles, no cars, no people walking dogs, none of that. So you do not have to worry about hitting anything or anybody. So you see, I'm in an empty parking lot. I don't know if y'all can see. There's nothing around me. I'm in this level. Make sure it's level 2 so we can really practice coming off from a stop. That's the hardest part. The hardest part about driving a stick shift or a manual transmission car is starting from a stop. After that, everything is easy. So I'm gonna show y'all how to get started driving this kind of car. So let's get into it. First thing, seatbelt. That's with any car, any vehicle that moves, seatbelt. And you're going to, I'm gonna start my GoPro, which is under my steering wheel, so that y'all can see exactly what I'm doing with my feet as I'm driving. So press this record button. Okay, so the first thing you're gonna do, like I said, clutch in, press the button. This is after you've gotten comfortable with pushing the clutch in and playing with the gears. As you can see, I'm in neutral, as my hand is able to wiggle like this. I'm gonna try to see if I can angle it down so y'all can see me shifting a little bit. You might not be able to see my head, my pretty face, that's okay. As you can see, this is first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. You get it. So, first thing you wanna do, if you're starting off, so in my car, I have to take the emergency brake off. So foot on the brake, press the button, brake is off. I don't know if I'm gonna roll. It doesn't look like I'm gonna roll. A lot of times, manual transmission cars, if they're on the incline, slight incline, they'll roll back. That's how you know it's a manual transmission car. But I'm not rolling because I'm on level ground like you should be. So, to get the car started moving, clutch in first. Now, with this, you got to be really smooth and really, really slow. So what you're gonna do is slowly, and I mean very slowly, like snail slow, like Gary the snail slow, start to let off the clutch until you feel the car start to move. As you can see, I'm moving a little bit. I'm moving, I'm moving, I'm moving. And stop. And take it out of first gear. And then stop. We'll try that again. And you're gonna go over this a couple of times so you can get used to slowly letting off the clutch. If you let off too fast, the car will stall out and you have to put the clutch back in and start the car. And I'm not gonna do that because it's actually bad wear on your transmission. So try not to do that too many times. But I'm gonna show y'all how to do that again. So my foot is on the brake right now. It's on, only thing that's on is on the brake. So I'm gonna put my foot back on the clutch, back in first gear. Let off the brake and slowly let off the clutch. Do that a couple of times. And as you can see, I'm off the clutch now and my car is moving. So now I'm gonna give it a little gas. And that's the easiest way. This is not even how I learned. That is the easiest way to learn how to drive a stick shift in a manual transmission car. Right now, I'm cruising around in second gear, but don't do that yet. Do not try to do that yet. I'm turning around just so I can show y'all how to do this. I'm gonna show y'all one more time how to come off from a stop. Right now, my clutch is in, and my foot is on the brake. So we're gonna try one more time. Clutch in, first gear, foot off the brake. I'm rolling back a little bit, but that's okay. Foot slowly off the clutch until you feel the car start to move, and let it get to a good pace to where you can take your foot off the clutch. If you take it off too soon, you'll stall out. You can see I'm rolling. My foot is on the gas now, and we're just rolling, 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 rolling. And since we're doing this now, I'm gonna show you how to go to second gear. So foot off the gas, clutch in, second gear, slowly off the clutch, back on the gas, and then that's all you got to do. It's really easy, guys. Once you get the hang of it, I'm telling y'all, the hardest thing to do is coming from a stop. As you can see, I'm only going with 8 miles per hour coming around this curve. So to stop, to show y'all how to stop, what I'm gonna do is clutch in, brake, neutral, and then brake until you stop. Real simple, real easy. If I want to park, put my foot on the brake, pull my emergency brake or parking brake, foot off the clutch, and we're good because I'm in neutral. If I would have left it in gear and took my foot off the clutch, stall out. Really simple, guys. I'm gonna show y'all one more time and show y'all how to go from first to second and maybe even third if I get up to that fast. I don't want to get up to that fast because I don't want my camera to fall, but we'll see how it goes. So starting from a stop in this car, off the emergency brake, clutch in, first gear, all the way up to the left and right. Wait, all the way up to the left and right, that doesn't make no sense. All the way up to the left. So, off the brake, slowly off the clutch. I'm moving a little bit, my foot is still on the clutch right now until it's moving at a constant speed to where I feel like I can let my foot off the clutch and now I'm back on the gas. And my car is getting to about 2,500 RPM. I just switched to second gear. Try not to go too fast till my camera won't fall off my car. Because my windows are open. I don't want my phone to fall out of my car. And here we are, we're moving. We go to third gear. Clutch in, third gear, clutch slowly out. And once you get higher in the gear, you don't have to hold the clutch in for so much longer. So once you get up to like third, fourth, and fifth gear, you can let the clutch out slower. But for first and second gear, let the clutch out really slow when you're switching from first to second and second to third. I'm gonna stop again and show y'all what I mean. So, going from first to second. And once you get comfortable with letting the clutch out really slow, you can eventually start coming from a stop with gas. So what I do is, because I've been driving for a while now, I give it gas and clutch at the same time. Now that's a little tricky if you don't get what you're doing. So I'm gonna show y'all how to really do that as I come around this curve. I switched to second gear. Like I said, this is pretty natural to me now. I've been driving this car for about a year now, but it's pretty natural to me now. So I'm gonna show y'all how to do it with gas. Now this is after you've gotten completely comfortable with coming from a stop with just letting your clutch out really slowly and then giving the gas. But with this motion, it's basically doing it at the same time. So you're slowly letting off the clutch and slowly pressing it on the gas. So it's literally like this. This is all it is right here. And I know it's gonna be a little bit different driving with both feet. Even though I know some people drive with both feet with the automatic transmission, which is really weird. If you do that, you're kind of weird. But everybody's weird, so it's okay. Giving it gas and coming out the clutch at the same time. So foot in clutch, foot on brake in first gear, giving it gas and letting off the clutch. You can see that gets you you moving a lot faster than the other ways. So what I think I'm gonna do now is take y'all on the street and just show y'all simple driving, simple real driving. If y'all want me to do a updated video, not updated, but like a more in-depth video on getting downshifting and stuff like that, let me know. So here I go, starting on the street, first gear, and I'm shifting at about 3,200 RPM. If you don't know what RPM is, that's the engine speed, I guess. I don't really know how to go that. What is it, revs per minute? I don't know. I don't even know what it is. Basically, it's the little tachometer that's going up and it's making that noise in your engine as you're moving. So, in between the 3 and the 4 is a big old dash, and I'm going about a couple of dashes under that, which is about 3,200 RPM. And that's what I'm shifting at. I'm in third gear right now. I can go down to 4. And here I am, just cruising. Now I'm hoping my GoPro is still showing what I'm doing, and you can see what I'm doing right here. y'all can see my shifter at least. So what I'm about to do is downshift. I'm not gonna do a video on that yet. I'm just gonna do it because that's how I slow down. But I'm gonna do a video. If y'all want to see a video on downshifting, please let me know. But this is a simple video. Ooh, what is that? Is that looks like a scat pack? Anyways, so I'm at a stop. You see, I put my foot down on the clutch and my foot on the brake, and now I'm in neutral. I'm gonna go back in first gear. You see, there's a little bit of road, so I have to give it a little gas and slowly come off the clutch until I'm moving. 3200 RPM, clutch in, second gear. Make sure you're coming off the gas when you do that as well. As you can see, getting high, third gear, off the gas, on the clutch, third gear, slowly off the clutch, back on the gas. Wow, somebody is racing. They ran, oh my goodness. We have some hoodlums running stop signs and such. So apparently I have to finish filming this video on my GoPro because I really have no storage left on my phone, which is crazy because I just got this phone. I mean, I didn't just get it, but it's only been like, what, half a year maybe? Not even that long? Well, probably, yeah. Half a year or so. Anyways, like I said, I'm back at the park now. This is just a simple video. Hopefully it's like under 10 and 15 minutes so I can title it How to Drive a Stick Shift in 15 or 10 minutes. Hopefully it's not longer than that. That'd be a nice title. But yeah, like I said, it's really ample. English is hard, y'all. It's really simple, but you just have to have patience. You got to practice. With anything, if you want to get perfect at it, you have to practice. So if you have a friend with a stick shift or a parent or somebody, tell them after you watch this video, because you don't want them to be like, no, you're gonna burn out my clutch. No, after you watch this video, ask them, can you practice with their car or practice with them in the car, most likely, and just go really slow coming off that clutch. That's the hardest part, is coming from a stop. Once you are comfortable with starting from a stop, everything else is easy. If you want me to do more videos on downshifting or just going harder in the gears or launching the car, anything like that, comment down below. Tell me what you didn't like about this video, what you did like about this video. I'm gonna try to do is 2 views with the GoPro and the phone until the phone cut off, of course. But yeah, like I said, I really enjoy driving a manual transmission car more than the automatic. It makes you feel a lot more connected to the car. That's what I really like about it. A lot of people were saying when I first got this car, oh, when you get older, you're gonna get tired of it. You're gonna get tired of driving this in traffic. I don't mind. The clutch is really light, so it's not really hard from switching from first to second gear when I'm in traffic. I don't like it. I don't mind having to switch all the time. I like it. It makes me feel connected to my car. It makes me feel like I'm in control of my car, and that's really what I like about manual transmission cars. My next car, I want to get a manual transmission. I want to get a stick shift until I can't shift my legs no more, until I'm in a wheelchair, God forbid. But that's pretty much it for this video. If you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you don't like it, I don't want a thumbs down. Just tell me what you didn't like in the comment section. Future suggestions on videos, let me know. It is summertime, so I do have a lot of video ideas in my brain. They're imprinted in my brain, and I'm ready to come out with them. Once I start making some solid money, y'all gonna see some great mods for this car, see some great comparisons. Hopefully, as I make more friends in the car community around my area. Let me know what y'all want to see, any other video suggestions that y'all want to see, and yeah, that's pretty much it. I thank you guys for watching, and let me know if you like this video. I think it's really cool, really simple video. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. See you later. Peace.